One, two, three, four, six. Start. This video is gonna be literally a get ready with me as I'm doing whatever it is I'm gonna do in my hair right now before I go to work. We're gonna use this. What else am I gonna use? We're gonna use this coconut oil. And that's it. That's all I'm gonna put in my hair now. Well, I'm not gonna lie, some people generally don't know how to shut up. And I feel like it's so necessary, like it's such a necessary skill, at least when you're in nursing school. Because there's like so many things. Oh damn, I don't want to cover the mic. There's like so many things that you're gonna see. There's like so many things that so many situation where you feels like, there's something that I gotta say. I gotta speak up for myself. I gotta say this because that's the right thing to say. But you generally have to shut up. And you have to shut up for multiple reasons. The first reason why I got in my head when I say shut up, or I said you have to shut up, or for example, when you know that you don't have your license yet, and whoever you're with right now already has the licenses, and although it should not be something that people do. People are sometimes biased, and whatever you might say might make whoever you are with uncomfortable, or might just do continue to the biases, and then next thing you know, baby, so you are the guy, or you're whoever they don't like, and when they don't like you, you're subject to every single thing, and yeah, that's one of the reasons why I shut up, and I try to not say or just like keep everything that I gotta say. Well, I say the most part to myself. I just try not to think about them because I know if I talk, I'm gonna be talking too much, and everybody knows that when I be talking too much, it ain't good. It ain't good. It's not good. And some people generally feel like they always have everything always has to go their way, or they always everything has to be fair. And one thing that I've learned pretty early on with life is life ain't fair. Some people are generally born with every resources that they need to do whatever it is they feels like they got to do in this life, and just go about their way in this life. And some other people, they were not born with whatever it is they need, and therefore they got to work for it in order to go and be on the same path as wherever was born with the same resources and stuff. So when it comes to stuff like this, I know people are gonna say, don't look at to all people and try to feel jealous. I kind of feel like, jealousy is a little bit should be a little bit tolerated. Not jealousy to the point where I generally don't want you to have anything for yourself. I want you to be destitute. I don't want you to end with anything. But jealousy to the point where you see this other person, right? So you are happy for them, and you can kind of like um reflect on whatever it is you got to do with your life, and whatever it is, wherever it is they are right now, and you evaluate of these are the things that they have, these are the things that I really want to have myself too, and then the next step should be like, what is it I got to do with my life in order to get the things that they have, kind of thing. So I think like this kind of jealousy should be a little bit tolerated, or I don't think that jealousy within itself is like a bad word. People can be jealous if they want, but being jealous to the point where you're like, oh my god, I don't want you to have anything, so I want to put you down so I can, have everything that you have and stuff like that. This is not the type of jealousy that I advocate for in this channel. So I advocate for self life jealousy, if there is even such a thing as self life jealousy. Just be mindful about whatever it is you're asking for, and you can reflect however you want, whenever you want, with wherever you want, in order to get the things that you want. I think that's the way that it has to be. Uh, what's in my mind right now as I'm doing this? Hopefully tonight is gonna be my second 12-hour shift. I had my first 12-hour shift on Sunday, and the week started on Sunday, and I really do hope it's a nice shift. Not gonna lie, and the people that I'm gonna be working with are nice, without a doubt. So I know the night is sorta nice too, cause I like working with the people that I see that I might be working with tonight. Only if I don't get float though, cause sometimes you do get float. And you're like, I'm sorry, you ain't walking on this floor tonight. I'm gonna go on this other floor. And for those who don't know what floating is, so when you are in healthcare, right, or at least as a PCT slash CNA, floating is when you don't work on your floor. But the way that my floor go about it is they have like a float schedule, or you're gonna be floating at least like every month or every 2 months. I don't know how they be doing this thing sometimes. Yes, sometimes people be clashing and they don't want to float. Next thing you know, you just gotta float, because I ain't got no time for the clashing and stuff. If I come to work, I expect to work and just go home as soon as I'm allowed to. So I ain't got no time for the clashing. I ain't got no time for the I'm not supposed to go there yet type stuff. If I come to work, just give me work so I can work and then go home. That's my mindset about it. And I feel like it's a good and a bad thing. Good because, you don't find yourself into trouble. You don't find yourself into a problem. People kind of like you just because of it, because for the most part they know that, hey, if they don't want to do something, there's this guy that actually want to do it or don't care about doing it. Therefore, they just gonna give it to this guy, right? And it's not a problem for you. So you're always, doing work. You're always doing your stuff, and you ain't got a problem with nobody. But the bad thing is when everybody think that they can dump everything that they don't want to do to you on you, though. So this is the problem. Ain't gonna lie, but it's not a big of a problem, because if it was, I would have changed it already, and I really don't care. So that's floating for you. I wish I studied a little bit more today. Today I started studying at like nine. Well, my first biggest mistake was waking up at like 9:30. So I woke up at like 9:30, which is pretty late. Because if I really want to study, I think I should wake up at least like 5 to put myself in the mood. Sorry, I didn't wash my mask yet. Probably gonna watch it on my way to school. Watch it on my way to not school, to work. Or I'm just gonna watch it on my break tonight. So I'll have like 2 masks to watch, like this one for tomorrow and the one for today. There's other things that I really did not do early in the morning. So I just woke up, scroll a little bit, and then started studying, but did not study as much as I really wanted to, because even I started with the questions, did not finish the questions. I still have reading to do for my third and last endocrine exam, which I'm gonna probably start doing tomorrow or maybe early on today. And what else? I also wanted to go to the gym, which I didn't do, but I had to help my mom with some stuff, and I took the occasion to just like go and do my grocery shopping, because there's like some other things that I didn't get yet. And just like that, the day was gone, and now I'm getting ready to go to work, and I know I'm gonna be there for 12 hours. So it's like I got no time no more, and it is just what it is. I think my hair is done, honestly. Hold on, let me check something quick. Yeah, my hair is done. Not gonna be doing anything else. Well, last thing that I have on my mind right now is gas is close to $4 now. If not $4, I don't remember. But one thing that I know for a fact is, I used to spend $31 for the most part, like ever since I got my car, which was like close to 2 years now, to fill up this thing. And then last Thursday, which is literally yesterday, I went to fill up my thing, and this was $43. And I was like, what the heck? Because I expected it to be at least like $30, because I still had like some gas left in the tank. And then when I saw this thing like just keep filling and filling and filling and filling, I was like, damn, this thing never gonna stop. But actually it did stop at 43. And 43 was only with me having a little bit of gas on my tank. So I'm probably gonna be $40 to fill up my tank now, and then just do 40 by 40, just not 40, well 40, let's say 45 now. 45, not 40 actually. So 45 by 22058, $90. $90 a month. $90. Can't even wrap my head around the fact that I gotta pay $90 a month now to drive my car. That's without insurance. That's without my car note. But the crazy thing is, I'm close to paying off my car. I only have one last credit card, because I was on this like credit card pay off journey kind of thing. So it's almost done. So I only have like one last credit card to pay off, and then I'll be done with like all my credit card debt. And I'm not gonna close them. I'm just gonna leave them there and not use them, and wait until my credit score go up, and maybe apply for a new one that I'm sure for 100% I'm gonna get with a really big what it's called, credit limit, so my usage doesn't go as bad as it used to. But for the most part, I'm not gonna lie, I did used to max out on my credit card, and I really did not thought a lot about it until I know what I know now, and then I decided to just not do that no more. But yeah, only have one credit card left, and as soon as I'm done with it, so I'm just gonna be paying off my car, which is honestly roughly, let's say, $9,000. That's what I have to pay for to own my car, or to just like finish paying off my car. It looks like a lot, and for me it's really not, because my car and the credit card used to be like, I don't know, $14,000 or $15,000. That's rough estimate. But I'm done with paying up this thing, just to show you guys that, hey, you guys can do whatever you guys set your mind to, and everything's gonna be fine. But you just gotta wake up every day and go to work. That's all it is, not gonna lie. But I know one day I want to have to wake up every day and go to work. Oh, well, at least not work as much as I used to, because the way that I ended up paying up these credit cards faster was by doing overtime shift. And it's crazy, I've done stuff that I told to myself that, hey, I don't think that I will never be able to do these things, because they were like so hard, like doing them overtime shift back to back to back to back to back. As long as there was an overtime shift available, I just used to pick this thing up, and my paycheck looked good, but taxes ended up like taking literally like $300 of my paycheck, just to show you guys, just to give you guys an idea of like how my paycheck be looking like. But it's all for the best, because them credit cards are done, or at least most of them are done, and I only have one left until I start paying off my car. And as soon as I'm done with paying up this car, baby, I'm gonna start saving up. I'm gonna start like maxed out my ORF IRA, and I estimated or projected by the time that I graduate nursing school, which is gonna be around like July, I should be with no debt, and all my nurse money will just go to my Roth IRA, saving, and schooling, because I'm either gonna go to an RN program or take the prerequisite and finish my AA that I've started a couple years ago. This is the way that gonna go. But yeah, I think I talk a little bit too much now, but it's just like a natural way, or the way that I really want to do it. This, honestly, it's not scripted. I ain't got nothing that I planned before. It's not just me talking out of my ass. So yeah, welcome for the people who are watching this for the first time. That's what we do on this channel. We just talk stuff out. And yeah, what I really want to have now is what it's called, a recliner. I've been on the lookout for a recliner for what looks forever now, for the past 3 weeks or 4 weeks. I wanted to get a gaming chair. I finally got a gaming chair yesterday. If you guys didn't see that, this is my little baby. I got it for $50, and when I checked on Amazon, it was like $60, and then shipping and everything would have been like $70 in total. But I'm pretty glad that I did though. It's not as sturdy as I thought it would, cause them handles and stuff, I try not to. Yeah, like I was saying, like them handles look like yeah, so them handles look like at any moment they can just. So I just try not to put too much weight on them, and that's it. So I'm gonna close this thing right now, because my phone is telling me I ain't got no much storage, so I guess I'll have to reset this thing again so I can have storage and talk to you guys. So I'll talk to you guys whenever I can, probably later. I don't know, whatever feels good.